G'day folks and welcome to Inside Big V. Great to have your company again. Justin Nelson, Sweet Kel's with us, and of course, Matthew Hammer Cowling.
How are you, mate?
I'm well, thank you. Now, look what I found. Found it in the car park.
The lid.
It is the official Chelsea basketball
Yeah, it's
lid.
back on.
Yeah, well, it's well and truly back on. Or it needs to be back on very, very tightly. What happened? The bubbles burst.
Lovely use of props there, Just.
Gone.
Really good, mate.
They're in trouble.
Lovely.
Sweet Kel, a couple of wins last week for Keilor.
Yep.
The Chelsea bubble has burst. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, the men played Keilor and their streak ended at 10 wins. And then before that, the women stopped at 11.
Went down as well. So the winning streak down at Chelsea, all done and dusted.
You haven't asked something there.
What was I supposed to ask?
Who tipped Keilor last week?
No, you did
Both
too.
games.
No, you did
If
very,
you don't
very
mind.
well.
Thank you.
And there was no rhyme or reason for that other than just not wanting to tip Chelsea.
That's exactly right.
Paul Hutchinson, now you gave it to him last week.
Hutchie deserves it.
Hutchie from Geelong.
He deserves it.
Geelong get up by 3 over Warrnambool.
Yep.
And Hutchie, game high, 22 points. How did he go from the arc?
1 of 6, mate.
1 of 6.
4 of those are tipped it from the bus going through Colac.
So he did very well indeed.
Hutch.
Hey, state champ men, Ringwood,
Yeah.
no Corletto.
No Colac, but on fire.
Well, Waverley you would think would be a chance at home, but no.
No.
Matty Snowball. What's that, game 206?
6,
207?
4, I don't know.
28 points for Matty Snowball.
Yeah.
Ringwood get up easily. Waverley shoot at a very disappointing 29%. Can anyone stop the Hawks?
Not this year, I don't think.
Yeah, they're doing very well, aren't they? State champ women, speaking of the Ringwood Hawks, last week, if you remember,
Yep.
very disappointing against Hume City. Had the chance 3 times in the last 9 seconds to win.
That's right.
Blew it.
Yep.
Up against Waverley, tied up, double overtime, win to the Lady Hawks. A week is a long time in basketball.
It's going to help them a whole heap, I reckon.
No doubt about it. Well, it could be tough on Hume City too. They've got a big game coming up this weekend. Division 1 men, after upsetting Geelong last week, guess what? Werribee have done it again. They've got to win against the top 4 team. This time they took out Altona. The Devils now up to 5th. Good run home. Can they make the finals, yes or no?
I have to put the Geelong hat on and say no. They just won't want that to happen.
Oh, I'll tell you what, very, very good work by the Werribee Devils. D1 men,
Yep.
LTU snapped an 8-game winning streak. They got home over Keysborough. Now, there was something in this.
There was a lot in this.
No Tim Sturrock,
Yep.
no Davin Scargetta.
That's the key.
The LTU boys get up.
Executive producer Davin Scargetta on the road.
Go on. What's on
LTU
the
win.
road too?
Fantastic.
Okay, let's have a look at Division 1 women. Now, picture this. 3:28 left in the game. Mildura and Warrnambool. A lot of rivalry there.
Yep.
You spoke about this last week.
I did.
Mildura up by 2. What happens next?
Well, Warrnambool exploded. mate.
Yeah, they did, and their win streak of 16 is
Fantastic.
intact.
Just fantastic.
15 points unanswered in the last 3:28. They get up by 13.
We should talk about win streaks.
Winning streaks. How many do you have to win to actually be officially talked about?
11.
11.
From
okay.
now on, it's 11.
All right, fair enough. There might be something in that one too. Still on D1 women, you're a very, very naughty man. Altona's Stacey Barr against Werribee last week. 32 points at 68%, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. Great young kid, really lighting it up.
Great kid, great player.
I think she's
all
looking at going to college in the US too. Those sort of figures.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah, will help her very much. Division 2 men, Mornington get Coburg by 26 points. Marcus Robinson, 38 points for the Breakers.
It's a nice night out.
Very well done, Robbo. Looking good at the moment. Now, picture this. D3 men.
Yep.
Warrandyte travel to Pakenham. They're down by 5 points.
Do we always talk about Warrnambool?
No, we don't.
Okay,
No,
I just wondered.
not at all.
Okay.
They're down by 5 points at three-quarter time. They only hit 2 field goals in the last quarter, yet they get up by 5.
Yeah, you'd be pretty sorry at home, I reckon.
They got sent to the foul line 25 times in the last quarter.
That's a big count.
14 fouls for Pakenham in the last. K-Watch.
Kevin Smith.
K Smith Watch is on this weekend.
Coming to town?
Mildura's actually playing this weekend.
Awesome. Terrific.
And K Smith Watch is on. Mildura against Warrandyte Saturday night. Mildura against Camberwell Sunday afternoon. If you want to get on the K Smith Watch bandwagon, get out to those games.
Yeah, good stuff.
He's a good player.
He's a good
You
player.
don't rate him, do you? I'm just
I've been
joking.
accused of this
I'm
on the
just
forum,
joking.
I
know.
think. Out of control.
Coburg bounced back in Youth League 2 men after 2 awful losses. Mind you, they beat the bottom team last week, Mornington, by 1.
Out of jail.
But they're back in town.
Literally out of jail.
Jika. Yeah, I'm with you. Youth League 1 men. Now, the big showdown last week. It was Waverley and Ringwood. It was Trent Zoma versus Dexter Kurnichu, or as we like to call him, DKD.
DKD. I've got to tell you something about Trent Zoma. 2 years ago, I almost put him on AFL Dream Team.
Well, he was very close, wasn't he? He was
Yeah,
at the
yep.
Melbourne Demons. He's lighting it up now for Ringwood. And last week was the big showdown, Waverley and Ringwood. Sweet Cal, who came out on top?
Yeah, mate, Ringwood ended up coming out on top by 22 points. In terms of the showdown, mate, Trent Zoma, explosion, 31 and 14 boards, much like he did last week. DKD probably didn't go out the way he probably wanted to, 9 points and 3 assists.
Yeah, not too good for DKD. That might be his last game, so heading over to the US.
Good luck to him.
Everyone's favourite time. What have you got in store for us this week? Let's head out to Hammers Graph.
Okay, folks, time for Hammers Graph, and it was a big toss-up for us tonight. Who do we talk about? Do we talk about Sweet Cal's first point in Big V basketball, or do we talk about something important? Of course, we went with something important, folks, and the question tonight is which club in Championship men will get closest to Ringwood this year? Melbourne, currently 4th. For us, not a chance. Waverley, currently in 3rd. They got a chance, but they're not going to do it. Diamond Valley, a logical one, currently in 2nd. No, not for us either. We've narrowed it down to this. 200 metres down the road, Ringwood Golf Club. They're getting closest to Ringwood in Championship men this year. Folks, that's Hammer's Graph.
Good work on the graph, Hammer, as always. And in fact, you and I aren't immune to the 19th hole out there at Ringwood.
No, it's not bad at all.
Nice place. Hey, some young guns in the competition, some young ladies in the competition doing very well. Out there at Melbourne Youth League, of course, Isabella Brancatisano, or as we like to call her,
Izzy B.
Izzy B. That's nice and easy. 25 and 8 last week. Great young player.
Yep.
Tell you another young player that's sneaking up on everybody out there at Blackburn, D2 Women.
How old?
15 years of age, plays
story.
under 16s Friday nights. Last 5 games, I think she's at about 12 and 11.
Yeah.
Last week, Blackburn get up over Mornington by 1. Down at Mornington, Tara Bohanna, 19 and 12 with 5 steals. Keep an ear out for that name, Tara Bohanna.
Outstanding numbers.
Very, very good. Now, Daryl Neal, we've invited him up here the last 6 weeks.
He's coming tonight.
No, he hasn't travelled up.
Oh, really?
Sick.
Oh, no.
Travel sickness.
travel sickness,
He's
of
had
course.
enough of coming up here
Very
and not getting on the show.
disappointing. Very disappointing.
Gone.
DJ's not going to be here.
No, he's in bed. Big games coming up this week. Your tips, thanks, Hammer. State champ men, Waverley in 3rd, Diamond Valley 2nd. This game's Saturday.
DV to hang on a second there without any problems.
Okay, state champ women, Hume City 4th at home to Bulleen 3rd on Saturday. Must win for both teams.
Hume City at home, mate.
Fair enough. D1 men, Southern Penn 3rd take on Melbourne Uni 2nd Sunday game.
Sharks.
And finally, D1 women, I'm going to cop it here. Warrandyte in 3rd, Whittlesea 4th Sunday game.
Got a good coach, Whittlesea.
Got a great coach, Whittlesea.
I'll be going for the Pacers.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, have a great week. Here's hoping your team has a win. Round 14, of course, coming up in the Big V. See you next week on Inside Big V.